How's it going, Packers fans? Bass here. We can all finally take a deep breath. The Packers have a new special teams coach, and it was not an inside hire. The Packers have officially hired former Raiders special teams coach and interim head coach to end off this season, Rich Bisaccia. Bisaccia started his coaching career all the way back in 1983 at Wayne State when he was the special teams coach there. And he's also coached many special teams units in the NFL, the Buccaneers, Cowboys, Chargers, and Raiders. And Bisaccia just has such a long track record of coaching special teams through college and the NFL. I'll put the list up. It's just ridiculous. A very experienced coach here. Then, of course, he was named to be the Raiders interim head coach last year after the whole John Gruden thing and when John Gruden resigned. And he actually brought the Raiders to the playoffs, and in that span went 7-5, had a winning record. And I really love this hire overall due to his just general experience for the special teams. And we all know that the Packers special teams just lacked experience. And I think Bisaccia will really bring a change of leadership in this special teams unit for the Green Bay Packers. I mean, just what he did with the Raiders team pretty much got them all to rally together after the whole Gruden thing and made the playoffs for the first time since 2016 for the Raiders. Just very impressive what he did in regards to what that team looked like and how that team was going down, and pretty much, like I said, rallied them all together and they made the playoffs. And honestly, after that, I thought Bisaccia may either stay in Vegas as their new head coach or even get a chance to have a head coaching gig somewhere else in the NFL. But I'm very happy that that didn't happen, and the Packers were able to pay the man and give him the money he wants and retain him as a special teams coach in Green Bay. As we all know, Green Bay special teams has been horrendous for probably about the last decade. There's a couple of years where they weren't as bad, but still bad. You know, from Sean Slocum to Ron Zook to Sean Menega to recently Maurice Drayton, the Packers have consistently been one of the worst, if not the worst, special teams units in the entire NFL. And it played its ugly hand this year, even practically losing them a playoff game against San Francisco. Under Rick Gosselin's special teams rankings, he does special teams rankings every year, Green Bay was the 32nd unit this year in special teams. Not a surprise to any of us. Las Vegas was 11th under Rich Bisaccia. And then in 2020, the Packers were 29th. Again, not a surprise to any of us. And the Raiders were 16th. So regardless, the only way to go is up. The Packers the special teams unit has just been so bad. Theoretically, anyone would have been an improvement, but I'm so happy it's not another inside hire on an already bad unit. I love them bringing an outside guy. I really wanted them to do that a couple of years ago with Darren Rizzi. They ended up not paying him enough, so I'm glad they finally said, "Hey, here's your money. Let's go improve this horrible unit." And it's no secret that the Packers also need to 100% improve the players on the special teams. So long snapper pops up first in my mind. I didn't like this Steven Virtel long snapper switch at all. I think he was really bad this year, probably the worst long snapper in the league. I mean, from snapping balls off the ground on punts to high snaps on field goals to not blocking anyone like the block punt against San Francisco. So 100% need to get a either veteran or a very proven long snapper. I really liked Brett Good and Hunter Bradley back in the days, so someone like that will be good there. And with a new special teams coach, they may just completely scrap the whole thing and get a new punter and kicker as well. Mason Crosby is a potential cut candidate under this whole cap scenario. They've been storing and keeping J.J. Molson, so that might be their guy they want to go with going into next year. Corey Bojorquez is a unrestricted free agent, so we'll see if they dish out some money to keep him around. Liked what I saw in the beginning of the year. When they first traded for him, but then as the weather got colder, which he was said to be a cold weather punter, he got very inconsistent, kind of very similar to J.K. Scott, so we'll see if they go somewhere else there as well. But regardless, the Packers, I think 100% have to draft a true or sign a veteran true returner for punt return and kick return, mainly punt return. But I think they need to solve that. They can't just go into next year with, well, whoever on the roster is good at it, you can go do it. No, that can't be the case anymore. You can't just have special teams be the bottom scraps of the roster. You need to mold your special teams because, as you see, it's a very important part of the game and can lose you games. You know, a 10-point swing against San Francisco, I mean, theoretically lost that game. So they need to go sign or draft a specific returner and do the same thing with gunners as well. But that's all I have for you guys today. I want to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. I really, really, really like this hire. I'm assuming all of you do too, but leave your thoughts down in the comments below. But I'll catch you on the next one. And as always, go Pack Go.